Peace, peace. I will heal. We will heal together. So, I got a comment on my giant video. One, change the way you see yourself and everything, or change the way you think about yourself and everything changes. The comment said, if I thrive, someone else starves. So, I have to address scarcity mindset and abundance mindset, right? So the way we usually speak about it, scarcity mindset is seeing the glass half empty. Abundance is half full, right? You're thinking about what is there versus what isn't there. The problem with that though is that you're looking at the glass. Why are you looking at the glass when what we having and what we sharing is the water? Why are you looking at the glass? And water is in abundance in the planet Earth. So if the person who is looking in the scarcity mindset is seeing a glass of water, if it's you and me, then yes, the more I drink, the less you have to drink. But it's water. There's a jug in the fridge. There's a sink right there. There's a faucet right there. There's a pond down the street. There's a lake up the road. There's a river, the sea, and the ocean. There's water underground if we dig far enough. Why are you looking at the glass? Dig deeper. Think about it. Get out of the glass. What we share is the water, and that is in abundance of abundance of abundance. So when you think about it as abundance of abundance of abundance, there's water in the air that we breathe. When we look up and we see clouds, that's water. You know what I'm saying? It's waves everywhere. So when you think of it that way, you gotta realize that we all can have as much as we want, as much as we here to have, as much as we will manifest, as much as we will go for, create, work for, however you choose to see it, right? As much as we embody, as much as we assume is ours, we all can have it. And anybody who doesn't have it, they weren't gonna have it whether you thrive or not. Anybody. So if you look at yourself as thriving, you see another person that's starving. They was gonna be starving whether you was thriving or starving. Do you think you starving helps another person who's starving in any way? No. You got a better chance of helping the starving person by thriving. Whether you thriving and you share something with them, or whether you thriving and you just be an example and an inspiration when they ready. You know what I mean? Because anybody who is thriving is inspirational to anybody who is grateful and has a mindset of abundance and wants to grow. Success is inspiration, right? Anybody who looks at somebody thriving and says they're thriving, so I'm starving. Why are you looking at the glass? They have, so I can't have. Why are you looking at the glass? They holding themselves back. Do not subscribe to that. Get far away. It's abundance. Life is in abundance. Energy is in abundance. Vibration is in abundance. You can't even see half of it. You can't even see a quarter of it probably that's going on. It's so much vibration between me and this camera right now, between you and that phone or that computer or whatever device that you watching me on. It's vibration. I'm vibration. You vibration. Life is in abundance. Your abundance is not another person's lack. It has nothing to do with another person's lack. The more abundance you have, the more abundance that you inspire and allow and permit anybody else to have. But that's on them to get their abundance. It's not on you. It's on you to get your abundance. It's on me to get my abundance. It's on us to get our abundance. But lack is a personal problem. Why are you looking at the glass? Lack is a personal problem. Trust me, I know. You could get, if you get something that you didn't work for, say a lump sum of bread, and you didn't earn it, you didn't go through what it took to learn how to earn it and maintain it, you're not gonna have it for long. Now, with the abundance mindset, it's like, bim, that could offer you, have given you the experience. As in my case, it gave me experience to become more abundant. I never had a lack, but it's like anybody who doesn't have what they want to have or what they should have, well, they shouldn't have what they don't have. If they should have it, they would have it. What they will have, there you go. Anything they will have, they're going to get. Anything they should have, they will get. But if they don't get it, they shouldn't have it. And it has nothing to do with anybody else. When you get it together, it has to do with somebody else. But still, everybody has to do their own part on a team, right? If there's a pick and roll, you got the ball, I'm supposed to set a pick and roll to the goal. I have to take the steps towards you to set the pick. I have to take the steps towards the goal. While you have to take the steps around me, around the pick, and the steps in the direction you going, and you make the pass, and I gotta be there to catch the pass. Right? So every individual person has to do their own part. Whether you working by yourself or with somebody. Regardless, you gotta know that it's on you to walk your path and get your abundance. Alone or together. It's always on me. For me to get mine. For me to get mine so we could get ours. And you thriving is not connected to anybody not thriving. Remember that. And then you can actually like attract. You can actually be. You can actually utilize the law of attraction, the law of assumption. For as long as you think that you thriving has anything to do with somebody else starving or not thriving, why are you looking at the glass? You will not attract that abundance because, and if you do attract that abundance, you'll feel bad about it. And you probably lose it or give it away and not do what's right with it because you had a bad feeling about it. Why are you looking at the glass? The law of attraction has a whole lot to do with the way you feel about what you want, about what you get. So does the law of assumption. You gotta feel it, you gotta know it, and then you assume it. You can't assume it without feeling it, without knowing it, without trusting it, believing it, knowing it. It's like if you don't know that it's right, you won't assume it and you won't attract it because we only do what's right. So you gotta allow yourself to be abundant by knowing that it's right to be abundant. Allow yourself to be a part of the world of abundance. Abundance is what's right. Lack and starving is really not what's right. It's evil. It's what's wrong, right? We all know that it's what's wrong, no matter how you really think about it. Starvation is what's wrong. You might say what's wrong with the world. You might say what's wrong with people. You might say what's wrong with life. You might say what's wrong with the system. What's wrong with da da da. Lack is what's wrong. Abundance is what's right. And your abundance has nothing to do with anybody's lack. It really has a lot to do with anybody else's abundance. So accept it, know it, and know it to be true. That abundance is life. Abundance is right. Add your life to the world of abundance. Because the world is abundant. Subscribe. I will heal. We will heal together.